Hey guys, welcome back to my black screen series. This is episode 20 of 52, and unfortunately, if you can probably tell, you might be able to tell by the hum of that noisy freezer in the background. I'm still at my mate's place. It looks like another 10 days, 2 weeks before we know what's happening. Hopefully he gets out then. But yeah, so I'm here for this week and next week. Not every day. Doing like 3 days on, 4 days off. 4 days on, 3 days off, sorry. And someone else is helping out with the rest. So luckily there is another person helping out. Because I wouldn't be able to do it by myself. I don't have transport for one to go get the dog food. The other guy has a car. Oh, and also we've got a girl that's been coming in recently as well, helping every morning. She comes in and helps out for nothing, which is great. Puts a couple of hours in, and she gets in there too. Hoses out dog shit off, out of the kennels. Picks up dog shit with a shovel off the grass. Chucks it over the fence. But yeah, she's priceless, really. Yeah, shout out to Roxanne. I'm not sure what nationality she is. It's a bit hard to tell. She's been here a while, but she's got an accent, and I think it might be French. But she could be from Brazil for all I know. Yeah, she's just got an accent, and it's a bit hard to pick it. Doesn't quite sound French, so it could be. She could be Puerto Rican. She could be, I don't know. Could be Dutch. No, she's not Dutch. Don't think so. Anyway, I'll find out eventually. Yeah, this is a rare moment where the dogs aren't carrying on. It's really tiring work being here. There's a lot of dogs. I think I counted 19 dogs, and then we bring my 3 dogs into the picture, and we've got 22 dogs here. Admittedly, 5 of those dogs are puppies that are due to be sold. 1 is already sold, and I think the other guy that's helping out has something organised for for 2 of the 4 remaining, possibly all 4, I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm spent a couple of days at home, and now I'm back here again. It's quite taxing, but doing it for the dogs, doing it for my mate. My dogs don't mind it. They're enjoying the space and something different. They don't care that the place is limited to internet or not sealed too well, so you got bugs and spiders and breezes and all sorts happening. They don't care about that. They don't care that it's further from town and harder for me to hitch in just leave him here for half an hour. Oh, that freezer stopped. Isn't that good? And I can hear dogs barking in the background. Or maybe it's my imagination. Feels like they're barking all the time sometimes. So yeah, because he's not around, we've been limited with a couple of the dogs. So he's got cages where we can, proper kennels where we can lock dogs away. There's, the main area has got areas for the dogs to, like kennels spread out around the place. But there seems to be only one dog that's trusted to stay in that main area. So yeah, that one dog's got a choice of all these kennels, and then all the other dogs are squished into 3 kennels. They're massive kennels, but when I say squished in, they're not really. But yeah, they get let out daily. We clean their cages, give them a run around, and let them have a feed in the morning. And then in the afternoon, they have another run around and go to the toilet. And then they get a big meat feed at night. So yeah, there's a couple of dogs that are in the kennels because, well, one in particular because he picks fights. Well, he's just not social. He doesn't pick fights. But if any dog, there's another dog that's a bit of an alpha, and because he's a bit of an alpha, he tries to stand over him. And this other dog is a big boy and he doesn't like being stood over, and really all he wants to do is play with his ball. And yeah, fights usually start over something silly like a bloody ball. Apparently they had a fight when I wasn't here, and the bigger guy actually got bitten on the cheek. He's got a little patch of skin missing and a bit of a red patch. But it doesn't seem to faze him. I actually pat him on the face to see what his reaction would be. See if it was sore at all. And he didn't seem worried at all. He was more interested in getting pats and getting in my face. But yeah, tough dog. Big German Shepherd. Quite big. And then the other ones are big Australian Shepherds. They're black. So we've got a pair of and these are all rescue. So my mate's got a big heart and he's rescued too many dogs. But yeah, so he's got 2 Australian Shepherds that are male and female, rescued off an old couple, never socialised, ball crazy, hose crazy. If you try and clean with a hose, they want to bite the water. And then there's the 2 German Shepherds. The the boy is really big. The girl's decent size, but the boy is really big. And they're a couple. Not sure of their circumstances, how they came to be. But also not great socially. Slightly on the aggressive side to other dogs. And wanting to be alpha dogs. Anyway, so my mate's already got alpha dogs here, so it's tough. Even before any of those dogs turned up. He's got a massive Marama male who's the alpha of the place, and he can't even be in the dog yard. He's got to be tied to the back veranda on a chain. I take him for walks. So yeah, there's all these dogs that are on chains that they're getting exercise because the chains aren't short. They can run around that sort of thing. But taking it for a proper run, take the chain off, put a lead on them, take them for a big walk, and then put them into a yard and let them run around, throw a ball or something. Yeah, that's, you kind of got to do it with each dog that is chained up, one by one. And if I count the dogs that are chained, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dogs. 8 dogs chained out of the 19 that all have to be walked daily, at least once a day. If I can walk them more than once a day, I do, but usually I'm a bit too buggered to, so I just try and make their one walk a decent one, because I know that they're not going to get a second one. Yeah, give them like 20 minutes off the lead each, running around in the yard. Some of them you can't let go of the lead, you've got to actually walk them around the yard or run with them, because even in the yard they're known to jump fences and take off. So yeah, not knowing which dogs are going to take off on you, you've got to be cautious too. And unfortunately the dogs are not suffering, but they're not getting their full freedom that they had while he was here, because he knew the dogs better. And I know some of the dogs quite well, but he's actually got quite a few new dogs. Let me go through them, starting with his alpha dogs. He's got a male and female Marama, George and Ziggy. They're getting quite old now, they're probably 10 years old or so, maybe older, but they're in great condition. George is in a bit better condition than Ziggy. Ziggy just spends a lot of time under the house. She's one dog that's free to roam around. She doesn't go anywhere. She just stays under the house. Comes out to eat or bark at someone. That's about it. And she can pretty much bash any dog here, except George, or even George, I think, and he's twice the size. So yeah, that's George and Secret. They're the alphas, and they're Maramas. I said George and Secret, but it's actually George and Ziggy. Secret's her secret name. So what have we got next? We've got Nala. Nala's probably getting on to 10 years herself, and she's a smallish husky. She's had a few litters, and she's actually got 2 puppies here at the moment that are for sale, and they're white huskies, which is, I think, a bit rare. But yeah, then there's her. She's got an older son who's probably, I don't know, probably 5 years old, I'd guess. My daughter has the brother of him, Nemo. But yeah, so that dog, the son that's here, his name's Floyd, and he's husky cross Marama. He looks like a husky, but it's the size of a Marama, and he's a beautiful dog, just great natured, doesn't like kids, not scared, not doesn't bite him. He's just scared of him, and he will, turn inside out to get away from him. He just wants to avoid him. Just wants nothing to do with him at all. Oh, here we go. Now my dogs are playing. Look, trying to do an episode here, mate. So we've got George, Ziggy, Nala, Floyd. We're going for original dogs here. Bloody noisy freezer. Freezer. So Frida. Frida is one of his shepherds. And she's got her son here, another shepherd called Razor. Razor's a rescue because he went out to a friend of my mate's and now he's back again. And he also came back with another mate's dog called Mr. B. So we've got George, Ziggy, Nala, Floyd, Frida, Razor. That's 6 dogs, I think. George, Ziggy, Nala, Floyd, Frida, Razor. That's 6. I think I'm running out of original dogs. Yeah, so that's those 6 dogs he had a year ago. He also had a couple more. One we suspect has been stolen by the guy that had Razor and Mr. B. We don't know for sure, or he's just been let out. But he used to escape every now and then, and he'd always come back the same day. He'd never even be out overnight, I don't think. Hey guys. And yeah, his name was Wolf, and that was Frida's partner. So we don't know what happened to him. And also we had an older Marama die. There was another rescue. So yeah, it was 8. That's 6 originals that were here a year ago. And then add to that, this is where, we go from 6 to 19. So, Nala's 2 puppies. There's another girl, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. She's another another husky, slightly bigger than Nala. She's lovely. But yeah, she's got 3 puppies, so that's 5 on top of our original 6, and they're all puppies. Then we've got, and they're all on solids now. Nala's ones aren't even on the boob anymore, and the younger 3 are just about to be kicked off the boob, I'm saying. She doesn't like them being on the boob much now. And then we've got another husky, Frosty, and then another one, which is like a, I don't know, it's like a red husky. It's a bit weird. But he was a rescue. And he's got one eye, I can't remember his name. But he's a puppy boy, he's like under a year old. He's probably over 6 months now. So yeah, that's the 5 puppies plus that big puppy. And then who else have we got? Oh, then there's a Samoyed puppy that's probably about 6 months old or something. I know her name, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. And then we've got, sorry, names just aren't me at this time of night after smoking and having a big day with the dogs. It's different when I'm walking around. I almost like instinctively know their name. I walk up and go, "Hey Floyd," or "Hey Frida," or "Hey Frosty." So then we've got the rescue. Oh, there's another. So that's a female rescue Samoyed that I said was a bit of a puppy. And then there's an old one that's a little bit older and a male. That's the one that runs free in the yard. The dogs are all going off at the moment. Then we've got Floyd's got a girlfriend and she's a Akita, and they got 2 puppies. Sorry, there's more puppies, I just realised. Yeah. And the Akita's name's Akita, which makes it easy. So Floyd and Akita and 2 puppies have 1 pen. Then next to them we've got the 2 German Shepherds, the big one and the smaller one. The big one's called Jasper and the smaller one's Bella. Bella's just come off being on heat and hopefully not pregnant, so we had to keep Jasper away from her. Now he's reunited with her, but yeah, Jasper's a big boy. Jasper and Bella bark a lot and they're a bit of troublemakers, and the ones that they bark with is the ones in the kennel next to them, which is, so Jasper and Bella in them on one end, because Bella doesn't like Floyd's girlfriend Akita, so they can't be in 2 cages next to each other, or 2 kennels next to each other. So it's 3 kennels. So the middle kennel's got the Australian Shepherds, the black ones, and that is Monty and Remy. And then, so that's the middle one, Monty and Remy. And you got Floyd on one side, you got Floyd and his girlfriend Akita. On the other side, you got Jasper and Bella. Oh, and then there's another, I've forgotten his name, another male husky in there. I don't know where he came from either. So yeah, there's rescue dogs or new dogs, not counting puppies. I'll just quickly run through them. Got 1, 2, 3, and then we've got 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 new dogs that aren't puppies, pretty much. Or one's pretty much a puppy still, the female Samoyed. And the male Samoyed's not far from being a puppy. Quite young, those 2. Don't know where they come from. I'm guessing they came together. So yeah, he seems to have his knack for rescuing male and female of the same breed. Of various ages. I think Bella and Jasper are around 5-year-old. And I'm guessing Monty and Remy will probably be a similar age. maybe a bit older. Yeah, the Huskies, I'm not sure how old they all are, and I don't know where they all came from. But yeah, quite interesting. Now, Nala's puppies, I think that was George barking at the back door. Yep, that's George. Everyone else has stopped barking now and he's having a bark. Let me just check. Got one that can pop his collar if he pulls on it too hard. There's something wrong with the latch and it just comes undone if he yanks on it really hard. But that's Mr. B. He doesn't go anywhere. Occasionally he just yanks on his collar and it pops open. The next thing he's wandering around. Sometimes that's the reason for the dogs to bark. And then my dogs are playing. So yeah guys, nothing happened with the Cybertruck still. There were connectors missing for the motors that I have since gone into Lismore and bought them, and then got them home and borrowed someone's soldering iron, even though I've got one somewhere. Borrowed a neighbour's soldering iron and I soldered them all on, so that's sorted. I did a kind of like a bench test even with the motors. So yeah, they work. Guys, settle down. So yeah, that's the situation with the dogs. There's a lot of dogs to look after, and then he's got birds as well. There's chooks and ducks and guinea fowl and parrots and all sorts. Ringnecks and Alexander parrots. And, yeah, there's quite a few. He used to have a lot more, probably about 5 times more, but it's thinned out over the years. Yeah. About 18 years ago when I first met him, there was so many. And he had an alpaca and a sheep and a horse. Doesn't have them anymore. So yeah, while he's in jail, I'm kind of stuck helping out with the animals. I'm sure I'd much rather be working on my Cybertruck and getting it on the road. So yeah, it's a drag, like it's a downer on things, because I'm actually annoyed that he's costing me this time by being in jail. You know, he's costing me this time. I could be working on my Cybertruck. I probably need between a month and 2 months, probably closer to 2 months of work to get it on the road, all the assembly. And yeah, I just don't have that time because I'm busy with the dogs. So for as long as I'm busy with the dogs, the Cybertruck's kind of on hold. And then I've got a mate helping out, and he said he'd help me for 2 months, and that 2 months is already up. You know, I'm paranoid that any moment he's going to say, look, I said 2 months, and he's been way past that. nothing much has happened, and come get your Cybertruck and your bits. And yeah, that wouldn't be the end of the world because then I'd have it home and I'd be able to work on it at home. It wouldn't be as easy. Noise is going to be an issue with grinding. But yeah, welding will be okay. Cutting would be okay, but yeah, grinding, the noise of grinding might be a thing. I might have to time it with when the lady that owns the place isn't around. I might need to time it for those times when she's out and about. Luckily she's quite active and gets out and about, and she's pretty much out once a day. Sometimes she's only gone for an hour or two, sometimes she's gone most of the day, sometimes she's home all day. Thing about being retired, you can do what you want. But yeah, luckily she is out quite a fair bit, and takes trips to Lismore, and gone from first thing in the morning till 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So on days like that I could spend the whole day making a bit of noise grinding. There's not a whole lot to do. It's just the bottom part of the chassis that I've got to manufacture. Sounds like a lot, but I don't see it as being huge. I see that part, even if I do it by myself, I see it as that part itself taking about a month, and then another week prepping the panels, and then another week installing the panels and the glass, or the windows. So that brings us up to 6 weeks, I think. Yeah, so a month on the chassis and suspension and all that sort of stuff, getting the wheels on it, get the steering happening, and then up to another month doing all the other bits and pieces like the panels, fitting the panels. I'd say that'll probably take me a week and a half. I could probably get it done in a week, both preparing and installing the panels. Shush! Look, shush! And then I've got of course he's not going to shush, is he? Yeah, then I've got the electrical work. Probably take another week of wiring and sorting that sort of thing out. And I think that's it, pretty much done. Yeah, week worth of wiring, a week to 2 weeks on the panels, a week setting up the running gear maybe, and then like I said, 4 weeks on the chassis and suspension and all that sort of thing. It might not be, when I say 4 weeks, that's if I do it by myself. So with help from my mate, I'm guessing we could get closer to half that time. But you never know. But at the moment, nothing's happening at all because I'm busy with bloody dogs. And it's really annoying. Anyway, I'm guessing my mate didn't want to get himself locked up, eh? But I'm sure he'd rather be home, just like I would. sure he wouldn't rather me looking after his animals. I'm sure he'd rather be doing it himself. Anyway, just a bit frustrated that it's only 8k's from town, but it feels a lot further compared to my 3k's from town. I don't know, I walk out the driveway at my place and sometimes I get a lift straight away, and then it's only 3k's to town, so I'm there in minutes. But yeah, from here there's like roadworks where you got to stop twice, I think. Just in a short 8k trip. They're fixing it now, so hopefully that won't be forever. It's been going on for a couple of years. The roadworks out towards this place. No roadworks for me. Getting into town from 3k's away. But yeah. Apologies for that fridge cutting in and out, guys. It only stays quiet for a few minutes and starts up again. It seems to run more than it's quiet. Really annoying. Everything here is annoying. It's cold. At home I got my heater, but I don't really get cold because the place is a lot smaller and it's sealed better. My camper. When it's warm enough, I've got the pool area. The dogs love hanging out at the pool area. And yeah, so do I. It starts to get cool, and then we go into the camper and I'll watch some YouTube or scroll through Facebook or something, and yeah, just chill out with the dogs. But yeah, here I'm up in the morning picking up dog shit, checking on dogs, making sure no one's escaped or died or sick or tangled or anything like that. Now they're all starting to bark again. Yeah. So yeah, in the morning I get up and I start checking on them all, and start walking them. I don't really do much else other than pick up some dog crap and walk them. I might start feeding some of the puppies or something, but yeah, on the most part I'm just busy walking. And then the girl that helps out comes around 9:30, and she stays for a couple of hours, and then we get through all the dogs and all the birds, clean all the cages out, exercise everyone, take care of everything. Then once she's gone, there's usually a couple more things that I've got to do. Lawns have been a bit of a thing, so I had to cut his grass. Had to cut my mate's grass while he was in jail. It sounds bad. No, his girlfriend's crazy and 17, and that's why he's in jail actually. Dramas with her, because she's just a nutcase. One of these hot-headed, super insecure, immature, I don't know why he's with her. He's like close to my age. I think he's 50. And he's with a 17-year-old. But anyway, each to their own. I've had my share of young and crazy and attractive girls back in my day. I don't need it anymore. I see it for what it is now. It's just a headache. It's fun when you're young. But yeah, the headache, it's actually quite relaxing to not have that headache. Hey, I'm trying to do a bloody episode. Can you please be quiet? Anyway, just one sec. Duty calls. Yeah, that's one thing I've cut down on smoking pot. It's kind of a deliberate move for my health and for finances. 2 reasons. Probably my health more so, because yeah, my lung capacity isn't up there anymore. I really need to work on exercising, walking more. It's only 3 k's to town. Maybe I shouldn't put my thumb out. Just walk the whole thing. And it's not like I have to climb up a mountain or anything. It's not that hard. But yeah, anyway. I'm tired, guys. Oh. Hang on, I was taking you through my day. Typical day of being here. So yeah, after she goes, I've usually got a couple of things to do, or like I said lately, lawns, and then I chill out with my dogs, listen to some music, watch some YouTube. When the signal cooperates, he does have an internet dongle thing, but yeah, it's very unreliable. It's slow as well, so it's frustrating. But yeah, it seems to work better when you're outside. In the house is a bit dodgy, which is weird because the Wi-Fi thing's in the house. Yeah, I don't even know if when I get outside if I'm using my own data. Maybe that's why it's better. But anyway, internet seems to be a little bit better than it used to be. When I lived out here a few years back, it was almost non-existent most of the time. Yeah. Anyway, guys, like I said, I'm getting tired. Yeah, so after hanging out with my dogs, finish this day off. Sorry. It's because I'm tired. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. I'm taking you through my day. Typical day here. So yeah, after hanging with my dogs and watching some YouTube, around 1 o'clock, I'd pull out 2 1-kilo blocks of meat for the puppies, because they don't like the frozen stuff. The other dogs all get frozen meat, which is tough love, I guess. They get frozen meat all year round. When it's really cold, I like soften some of their meat up in some hot water. I did that tonight. So they all got their meat slightly less frozen than normal. And the puppies actually had theirs a little warmed up. I spoiled them. So yeah, I pull out that meat around 1, 2 o'clock, and then around 4 o'clock, 4:30, I go around and feed them all. And usually that's by myself. Sometimes the other guy is here to help, which is good when he is, sorry. But yeah, I can do it by myself, and done it plenty of times in the past, even when I was living here. But yeah, it's just a bit of a pain that there's so many dogs. So yeah. Apart from all the dry food, so they have dry food in the morning, bones throughout the day, and treats, I guess, here and there. There's a dog barking at the moment. Then there's their meat at night time, and so it's either chicken or room meat or beef. They sort of alternate between them, but raw meat. And I unpack 11 kilos of meat every day for them. Just meat, not dry food. Plus probably about a bag of dry food every day. Big bag would probably get you 2 days if you're lucky. So yeah, it's a lot of food. Then there's the birds. They need feeding, water trays need cleaning. Usually at the end of feeding all the dogs, I feed my dogs. Because they're in the house, and my dogs don't like frozen stuff, so I leave their stuff defrosting in hot water. If I'm feeding them the same stuff as my mate's dogs, which for economy purposes I kind of need to. Hey, don't eat. They're lucky to eat about half a kilo. But yeah, so yeah, feeding all them, and then hey, come in and I feed my dogs. Have some stuff defrosted for them, and then I sit down, watch some more YouTube, or yeah, get on Facebook, listen to some music, whatever I feel like doing at the time. Just resting. So yeah, often in the afternoon as well, the dogs need a bit of exercise, so there'll be a few that are hyped up, and when you go around and feed them, you notice that they've got some energy to burn, so it's also good after they've had a feed to go for a walk too, so that they can empty their bodies, and that way you don't have to clean it up out of the cage or something, or don't have a dog dragging their chain through it. Pretty grotty. Yeah, look cute. So yeah, my dogs are playing. They've had a feed. Now they want to, and they've had a rest, and now they want to play. These dogs out here keep barking, so I'm going to get going. Getting tired. And I guess we can put a secret word in this episode. Let's call it mates. M-A-T-E-S. Mates. Things we do for our mates. I hope he appreciates this when he gets out of jail. And I hope he so sorry, you put that secret word mates in the comments down below. Hopefully he appreciates this, and I hope he maybe wants to help me out with my Cybertruck. I don't know, maybe he can help me out financially or something. Don't know how though, he's a bit broke at the moment. We've been borrowing money on his behalf to feed these dogs. So I think he owes, I don't know, hundreds, we'll say that much, to his mates in town. Different people that have lent money. Keep the dream alive, keep the dogs fed. Yeah, anyway guys, thanks for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.